Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the On4's Online Academy channel. And today we are going to be looking at food chains and food webs. Let's go. Now, those who are new to either human and social biology, straight biology, integrated science, or environmental science may be wondering what exactly is a food chain? Now, it is a simple relationship among the organisms in an ecosystem. It basically shows you the transfer of energy from one organism to another. Looking at the food web on screen, you will realize that the arrows are pointed in the direction to show where the energy is going. So the first organism in the food chain, of course, is the producer. The producer is always a plant. Why do we call it a producer? Of course, because they make their own food through the process of what? Remember from elementary school, what's the process? Photosynthesis. Beautiful. Now, the producer is eaten by a consumer. The first consumer is called a primary consumer. And in most cases, it is a herbivore because herbivores are animals that feed only on plants. But please bear in mind that there are other organisms, such as omnivores, that eat both plants and animals that can eat the producer. So make note of it in your notebook. The primary consumer can be either a herbivore or an omnivore, right? Following the food chain with the arrows on screen, everyone, you will see that the second consumer is called the secondary consumer. And if you think of the high school system here in Jamaica, you would realize that that is the progression that we follow. We leave primary school, then we go to secondary school. So can you guess what the third level is called? Come on. Ta-na-na-na-na. Definitely. If you thought of tertiary consumer, you are correct. So the third level is a tertiary consumer. And these consumers are normally carnivores. So remember, what do carnivores eat? They feed on meat. That means they eat other animals. Now, the drawback with a food chain is that it would appear as if the organisms in the food chain only eat the particular organism from which you see the arrow coming. But is that true? No, not at all. We eat a variety of food, and the animals in the ecosystem feed on a variety of food. And so that is represented in what we call a food web. Notice, just like a spider web, where you have different elements interconnecting and crossing, it is the same depiction. So basically, the food web, everyone, is just multiple food chains come together to give you a better representation of the feeding relationship among the species in an ecosystem. Hope this lesson was helpful. See you again soon.